So you're getting a home loan. You've picked the house, signed the contract, and now are in the process of funding that loan when someone tells you, we need an appraisal. You think, I already had a home inspection done, what more could you want? Well, the appraisal is not a home inspection. We've covered the difference between appraisals and home inspections in another video. If you haven't checked it out, add it to your watch list. But today we're going to talk about appraisals and why your lender may require one. An appraisal is a professional opinion of value placed on the home you're trying to finance by a licensed appraiser. Lenders have to know if the property they are lending on is worth the amount they are lending. How do appraisers do this? Analysis and inspection. They start by visiting the home. They take measurements and pictures, as well as note deficiencies and improvements. Once the appraiser has been to the home, they fill out a report. The report consists of several parts. It starts with very general information: address, buyers, sellers, purchase, refi, contract price, and so on. The appraiser will note home and neighborhood characteristics, flood zones, and a general description of the utilities and the home itself. Then the report gets a little harder to read as it moves on to the comparable data table. After the appraiser has viewed the home, they will go back to their office and search for comparable home sales. These are homes in the same area, hopefully within a mile or two, that have sold recently, usually within the last 6 to 12 months, that have similar characteristics to the home you are looking to finance, also known as the subject home. Let's say you're buying a 3-bedroom home with an updated kitchen, 1 bath, and above-ground pool that is 1,052 square feet. The appraiser will check multiple data sources, including the Multiple Listing Service, MLS, and county data for closed, reported sales that are similar to the subject's characteristics. Since typically no two homes are exactly the same, the appraiser will often have to make adjustments to the comparable sales prices in order to determine the subject's value. The appraiser will make a positive adjustment for any inferior feature a comparable has when compared to the subject, and they would make a negative adjustment for any superior feature. The goal is to adjust the comparable sales price to what it would be if they had the same features as the subject property. We know this can be confusing, so let's use an example. In this example, the sale price has not been disclosed, but we can see the home with a 1-car attached garage has an adjustment of negative $4,000, meaning that, on average in this market, a buyer is willing to pay $4,000 more for a home with a 1-car garage compared to a home with no garage. Since our subject does not have a garage, we need to subtract that from the comparable sale price to show what the value would be without that garage. The appraiser will review each item that would contribute to a property's value and adjust the comparables as necessary. It is important to note that the appraiser will utilize multiple comparable sales in their analysis to come up with a final determination of value. After the appraiser has laid out their research and the comparables, they will give their estimated value of the home. The lender will then make a determination if the value of the property will work for the deal, or if renegotiations may be needed. Do I still have you? Look, I know that's a lot to take in at once. I mean, that table. But what that table tells you is a realistic idea of what the average person in the market would pay for the same home. This protects the buyer and the lender from overpaying for a property. Depending on the loan program you go with, the appraiser may point out some deficiencies that will have to be remedied or inspected before the loan can be funded. For example, FHA is very strict about peeling paint in homes. If there is peeling paint, it will need to be scraped and repainted. These issues will be noted in the appraisal report. Appraisers tend to place example pictures in the report as well to list out what needs to be remedied. If there are issues, your report will be made subject to. That means that the value found is subject to the repairs or inspections mentioned. If the appraiser finds issues like these, they will likely have to come back out for a re-inspection once the issues have been remedied. Once the appraisal is received by your lender, a dedicated reviewer or underwriter will go over the report to make sure all the information is accurate, and a sound report was completed for the lending decision. If they have any questions or suggestions of comparables that were not utilized in the report, they will consult with the appraiser for clarification. Once all of this is done, your lender will give their approval and the loan can move forward in the process. Okay, so that was a lot in one video, but knowing how to read your appraisal is important for understanding how your lender will see the price on your home. As always, if you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below or reach out to us at info@callequity.net. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to click like and subscribe, and to share our videos with your friends that are looking to buy or refinance a home. Understanding can lead to less stress.